Hey, boys and girls, this is Jason, also known in the YouTuber world as Zombie Collector, which, I'm kind of a big deal. But I'm not as big of a deal as Jamison's Cardboard. I want to talk about that. They're doing a responsive video, and the really cool thing about that channel is it's a combination father and son. And his son is probably one of the most excitable, this passionate card collectors I've seen for such a young age. He reminds me, his son's name's Isaac, and his son reminds me a lot of when I was a kid, how excited I was for baseball cards, or cards in general. And he just has a true passion for cards. Not Matt from Passion for Cards, but he has a true passion for cards. He's this, where most kids are talking about video games and Kindles and their, laptops and Chromebooks and all this and that and the other, he's excited about Ohtani and Jeter and Judge, and his just excitement is it's inspiring, it's contagious. And I think it's a really cool story. I'm assuming Jamison is the name of the father. I don't know if I've ever caught that. But he has a really cool story. He talked about a lot about, apparently he had a previous life that was quite different than his more recent life. And his son has a lot to do with him changing things around and turning things around. I don't want to speak out of turn because I don't know, obviously, the story. But he had a video where he talked a little bit about that. And so I watched that video, one of the first videos I watched. After that, I was hooked. And I like their videos. They're both so passionate about card collecting. And they just sit around in their house or wherever they're at. And he just puts the cards on the floor and just shows you all the stuff that they're getting. And both him and his son are so excited about everything. They do lots of pack breaks and box breaks. And his son's reaction to opening the packs of cards or the boxes, it's just seriously priceless. And it's really cool because I have a son who's a little bit older than his son. I think he said his son's around 7, and my son's 9. He'll be 10 this year. And obviously my son and I have a great relationship, but he doesn't really care about sports cards, and that's fine. Everybody does what they do. And I think it's really cool, though, because, that's something they share together. My son and I share other things together when it comes to, hanging out, palling around. But it's really cool to see Jamison and Isaac, be able to share that together. It's something I think that definitely will never, ever backfire and only build their relationship as their, lives go on. And as his son becomes a young man and then becomes a man himself. It's really cool to see that. So I just kind of want to talk a little bit about their channel and a little bit who they are, and I think you definitely should check them out. Their videos aren't very long, which, is kind of good with some of us who are more long-winded. But I think it's very cool that they do what they do. And he does put out to a couple videos a week, and so there's quite a bit of content. He does a lot of newer stuff, which I like, but he also collects old stuff. He does a lot of flea markets and, local card shop pickups and things like that. So he does show some 80s and 90s stuff that he likes and even older. But it seems like a lot of new stuff too, which around here in my neck of the woods is kind of a rarity unless you hit up a Meijer or Walmart or Target or whatever. So to respond to his giveaway was, he says, show off 2 of your favorite cards. Now, these are, I don't know if they're my favorite cards, but these are cards I've never shown off before. And they're really cool cards because I guess it's my favorite pickup. That's probably more like it because it's something that was kind of like a unicorn. It's out the woods that people always talk about and you don't really see too often. And I picked this up. These are 2 cards that I've been completely thrilled that I found in the wild. And this is a Facebook marketplace purchase. A guy had a binder of baseball cards for $40. And he took a couple pictures of the binder. The binder was filled with cards. And it was all kinds of stuff. It was there was no rhyme or reason for the cards. There was a couple pictures of some vintage stuff. And I thought that was cool. And I said, I don't want to pay you $40 because I don't know what it is. But I was like, would you do $20? And he was like, yeah, I'll do 20. And I'm like, out of the 2 or 3 cards I could see, $20 was worth it. Anything else would have been bonus. One of the cards, these 2 cards, I didn't even know they had. And so I thought it was super cool. And the first one up was this Joe Morgan. Now, I know this isn't his rookie card, but this is his first few years with the Houston Astros. But this Joe Morgan card is like in like amazing condition. I mean, like literally the corners are like perfect. The card is well centered. It's super cool card. I love that image of Joe Morgan, but I love it. I think it's such a cool card. And that was one of the cards in there. Now this card's actually even blows me away even more. And it's, I believe, a pretty well-centered card for the most part. It looks like it might have been cut, possibly, because there's a little bit of a slant to it. But I believe this is 1960, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's 1960. But the corners are pretty nice for this card being, you know, what, 60 years old now, or close to it, maybe even a little over than 60 years old. My math sucks. It is this Yogi Berra card right here that has great colors, and it's just sitting in a binder. You know, it has great colors. The back is like perfect. Trying to like not get so much shine on there. I know I'm failing that objective. But I just love this card. It's probably my greatest finds in the wild. And I got other cards from that too. That wasn't just those. There was other cards. But those 2 I think are really cool. So that's my response, Jamison's cardboard for you and Isaac. Hopefully you enjoy. I love your channel. I love the relationship you have with your son. There's that passion that you both have for card collecting and just loving each other like, you know, you'd expect a father and son duo would do. It reminds me a lot of me and my dad growing up. And so that's super cool. And I like, just like I said, the enthusiasm. So I hope you all continue to grow in your subscribers and your content. And I really don't have anything else to add other than just keep doing what you're doing because it's very contagious. And I appreciate it. Until next time, peace out.